yes, 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 yes. We back in the building with another podcast, and this is RawDope Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000, and this is episode 168, I think. Episode 168, man. Man. This another one where we didn't put guests in the building today, and we didn't line it up with everybody, and we didn't go bananas. We gonna play some hip hop because, like I said, this podcast was built up about hip hop, but today, what I'm saying, in the RawDope Podcast, episode 168, this the weekly, bro, the weekly news our way. You know what I'm saying? The way that we like to present news, and the way that we like to do journalism. And it's been tough out here, man, and it's a sign going on around about our mayor, and don't get it twisted. Our mayor's a good guy, but and we're gonna tackle and talk about this tonight. Our mayor's a good guy, but sometimes people that go to get elected and be in these offices, sometimes they bite their tongue and they bite off more than they can swallow. You know what I mean? But once again, man, a round of applause, man. Episode 168. 168, man. They get the road 168. That's 32 episodes before 200. 32 episodes, man. Hey, Mike on the fucking boards, man. Shout out to Kenny Fatso on his way. DJ Valo on the fucking ones and two, man. So, you know what I mean? We said, man, when we gonna do this hip-hop and politic thing, you know what I mean? And we do this weekly. And Valo, you real positive. You know what I mean? You real positive. So you gonna play that music today, but we gonna just talk about Baltimore. So if you in the comment box, pull the comments up, Mike, and make sure you put them on screen as they come along. You know what I mean? G-Roy, what up, G-Roy? What up? What's good? What's good, man? Check in, man. Hey, listen, man, hit that Cash App down on the bottom, man. Donate to the channel, man. 1 penny, $5, $2. Just donate to the channel, man. And send us a DM and a screenshot, man. We got a gift for you, man. You know what I mean? The biggest donation get the gift, man. We got a surprise for you. Vado, how you gonna act on the music?
You already know. We about to turn it up. The RawDope way. You feel me?
You know what, man? Hey, listen, man. Before we get into this episode, once again, man, shout out to my fucking crew. Round of applause to my fucking crew. Digital Empath Mike in the building. Shout out to Digital Empath Lee. Kenny Fatso, DJ Valo in the fucking building. Episode 168. Go ahead, Valo. Do what you do, man. Get these people entertained, man.
You'll be surprised how much fitness I do.
Baltimore City hip hop only on our channel. Follow the next fucking big DJ.
Who want smoke with a savage? I used to put pounds all up in my head. We on the block, who gon' get it the fastest? Let's do the coochie, I knew she was nasty. Got a drop right now, ready send you the Eddie. Pull on they block, they ain't want no steady. Niggas be bitches, whores, faggots. This bitch say she gon' get me hit, I start laughing. Like she don't even know who I am, no cap. See the way they bite getting hit, that's fact.
Baltimore!
I ain't giving a dick, that's whack. Keep on calling my phone, trying to see where I'm at. Bitch, I'm outside hitting, trying to get to a bag. Just I go out with the hell I want, I dread. I can play with me, he getting hit with that mag. Everybody gon' die once Lee get mad. Call of Duty with the Glock when I shoot, don't lay. He was running when I shot and got hit in his leg. Walk down on a nigga and put you in his head. Niggas not stand on whatever I say. They looking for me, trying to see where I'm at. I ain't got shooters, they all got act. Got the drill in that coochie, hit it straight from the back. Now I got her on point, trying to get to that sack. Plus she be making it stay. Like notions, we getting them racks. Came a long way from here past. Young niggas started up, popping ounces, a whole lot of peas in the bag. Then I gave her that dope, then she turned to an egg. I ain't her father, she calling me daddy. My bitch bougie with a little bit of red.
You'll be surprised how much fitness out of my jeans. I do not be fucking with these niggas cause they might say. They know me when I walk inside the tights. And I'm really from the trenches, ain't too much that excite me. Tennis to believe you ain't got, that's why they don't like me. When I pay you by yourself, no nobody gon' write me. I ain't playing by my name, I ain't taking shit light. And I can't go away with a day, that's why I might be. Play on my time, I be on it like no way. And I still get love from the hood J's. Remember I couldn't afford J's. Yeah, I done run it up, stuck in my hood ways. Hold my hands, I'm a real bag of channel. Be quiet for features, the shows in my manager. Bitch, I'm the shit like I just took an animal straight out the jungle. They know I'm an animal. And that bitch said I'm young, she don't know that I'm one. Got the
Baltimore
shit on my
hip-hop, baby.
And I fucked her and cut her, and she come right back. That's right at her, she told me she hate me.
DJ Vado, what's good?
Mad, but I won't let it phase me. Artillery like we the Navy. How the fuck you said this about that, but you smile in my face, man, these niggas be shady. You'll be surprised how much fitness out of my jeans. I do not be fucking with these niggas, cause they might sing. They better than they know me when I walk inside the tights. And I'm really from the treasure, and humans that excite me.
What that tech at? What that skull at? Let's go. Vado in the building, man. We turning up. We turning up, man. Baltimore, what's up, man? Hey, cuz, donate to the channel. RawDope Podcast, subscribe to the channel.
All that money on bail, man, I could board a vet. My jury hit different VVs on my neck. I'm still on it down for the trenches. Yeah, I'm not wasting time on these bitches. I'm not. I know if I ever was to run out of grotch, my pockets won't stock it. Them hoes.
Yes.
I know if I needed church pound, I go step on some women. My brother.
Donate to the channel, man.
Fuck with these niggas, these churches be crazy. These niggas be bad.
Cash app below, man.
From the top to the bottom, the veil on my back. I might pull on the dead when it's 10 and out act. I've been sipping on lean, so they still hit that act. I want hit from the front, hit that shit from the back. I be going too crazy when I'm wet out the Migos. I be fucking on dimes, they easy to feed. I be towing the nine just like it's illegal. Under no circumstances can talk to them people. I ain't sticking, man, bring me an addy. I ain't trying to go to sleep, we gon' be in the street for it.
Yes.
I had Brandon and nigga, I'm talking too crazy, treat me like a clown, must have thought I was sweet. Think the knockers heard that we was banging too hard. In the hood, we drop testers on soft in the hard. I got big racks on deck, I'm not using my car. Got the shit out the mud, I'm not doing no fraud. I swear I don't fuck with the balls, I fuck with the laws. I zap in the malls, I fuck all on stars. Let's have a menage, it's a whole 100 large. I'm charged you the max. I came from the bottom, I used to hit packs. That silver and poly, it be on my back. All that money on bail, man, I could board a vet. My jury hit different VVs on my neck. I'm still on it down for the trenches. Yeah, I'm not wasting time with these bitches. I'm not. I know if I ever was to run out of grotch, my pockets won't stock it. Them hoes can go with it. I know if I needed church pound, I go step on some with me. My brother, he still gonna be with it. I'm fuck with these niggas, these churches be crazy. These niggas be baggy, they playing the 50.
What else you got, man? One more. Cause they be playing with our city too much. There you go. You can't stand the rain. Go DJ. Go DJ. Go DJ. Let's go. It's that Baltimore shit. If you ain't tapped in, do right or get done wrong.
Ain't going jump out the gym just like the type shit. I ain't never got drop cash or 1-5 made, nigga. Them likes can't vouch for you, that money can't
nigga
say,
try to jump off for his man, such a brave nigga. Shot name tsunami, bitch, you drowning when that wave hit him. Say that he a Damon, turn him Christian with him cage flip him. If you with his mistress, let him kiss him, she get slave with him.
I know how I get the motion back, make the trays bigger. Chopper that'll cut a nigga face like they face clip. That bitch get the flashing in his face like he take pictures. That bitch shooting like it got 8 trays.
I can't show you how 50 on the watch look, but damn sure can show you how 50 on the Glock look. Brody bought the Mac, I bought the yams, it's a potluck. 7.62s, I be damned if he got up.
I can make 100 cash quick like I got luck. 4.5 turn into 7 when it locked up. Blow a 80 ball on a watch, nigga watch us. Got blue 30 in me now, pouring walk up.
Oh, he play with brickies, catch him while he try and cop up. Got my shooter with me, 30 with him and it's not tough.
Yes. 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 Hey, that's a little bit, man. We just had to tap into Baltimore real quick. Just in case y'all think that we don't know, you feel what I'm saying, or what we got going on. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Vado on the building. And when we do this mix, what we say, we're going to add the DJ to our weekly news joint. It's a RawDope Podcast weekly news, man. We just covering news. And one thing that we wanted to cover today, man, was Baltimore City, man. It's a poster going around, man. It's a poster going around our city with the mayor on it. And it's like a warning. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. But the condition of our city. And one thing that we like to do on our podcast, we could have been a platform like some of the platforms that cover it, Fox, Murder Inc., all these different things that cover, what goes on in the city. And I always used to tell the team, like, we don't want to cover that shit. We want to always just cover the good shit and the right shit that's going on for the community. Like, we know what's going on out here because we live here. But like, and when as soon as you cut on YouTube, or as soon as you get on social media, or as soon as you cut on TV, and you know what I'm saying, you see the negative in Baltimore. So I said, by me having a platform and almost 1,800 subscribers on my YouTube channel, man, I just want to just send what it's called. I want to just throw a truce out there to my city, to all the young guys, man. If you watching this and you from anywhere else and you watching this today, tomorrow, we're live streaming out on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like and leave a comment. But this is the type of shit, man. Just play one of those clips. This is the type of shit that the average person wake up when you drinking your coffee and you trying to start your day. This was the first thing that we see in the morning. This is the first type of shit we see in the morning. We're going to speak about this. This what we see in the morning.
Unfortunately, this holiday is
Baltimore.
once again overshadowed by the ongoing violence that is plaguing Baltimore.
This
Since
the first damn
Saturday,
thing that you
at
see
least 4
when you
people
open
have
your
been
eyes
killed
up
in
the
neighborhoods across the city, and that
You know
includes
Weekend
in
violence.
the buzzing inner
That's
harbor.
all we see.
WJZ is
Baltimore.
live outside City Police headquarters.
You get
Amy
what I'm saying?
Kawada
That's
with the
all we
latest from
see in
police and what we're
Baltimore every
learning
day.
about the young lives
Every
lost.
single
Amy.
day. Every single day, that's all we see.
Howard, Denise,
You know
well,
what
just
I mean? That's
before
all we
noon
see,
yesterday in East
can't hurt
Baltimore,
me.
police
Let
say a
these people know what we
15-year-old
see
boy
in the
was
city.
shot
This is
along
what the
North
fucking
Luzerne
news
Avenue. And
reports
just
every
hours
day.
before that, a woman on the
A little bit of technical difficulties, man. Just bring us back to the joint, man. Like, we gonna call Lee and get that shit straightened out, cause I don't know what's going on. But you know, like I ain't happening with that. But when you wake up in the morning, whether it's 4:30 in the morning, that's the type of shit you see. When you go to sleep at night, that's the type of shit you see. And I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? As a man and as a dude that grew up in the streets, I just want to say one word of encouragement to these young guys out there. And one powerful word, like, and if you got any type of influence in your hood, because everybody want to say that I'm the man in my neighborhood, and I'm the man with this, and I'm the man with that. We saying if you the man in your neighborhood, we know that some shit, you know, it just like it's no negotiating with. But we saying 80% of this shit, man, could be talked out. Ain't nothing wrong with a friendly fight. Ain't nothing wrong with shooting a fair one. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your ass whipped. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your lip busted. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, if you get the man on the ground, get up and beat him up some more. You know what I mean? That's the way I was took. But it's like, it's all these murders, 151 murders, and we almost 180, what we, about 100, a little bit over 150 days in a year. You know what I mean? We ain't even a whole 6 months into the new year, and we have 151 murders. We average a murder, or how many days it almost been in a year, and that's horrible. And I live out here, and I'm here to tell you that Baltimore is a beautiful place. Baltimore is a beautiful place, man. Baltimore is a beautiful place. Baltimore got hip-hop. Baltimore got journalism. Baltimore got art. Baltimore got a culture, man. Baltimore got a dancing culture. Baltimore has a culture, you know what I mean? From music to dance to art to theater, you know what I mean? To fashion. It's a beautiful culture out here, but if you on the outside looking in, you will see some of the most tragic shit that's going on, and we going to play some of them clips as soon as Lee indicate to Digital Empath Mike how to work it, because we don't want to get...
Ham, they work. You just can't hear them. The stream heard them. I went to go double check.
Okay, my man. So the scream heard him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Before you blame me, fact check.
Okay, fact check. Fact check. Fact check. Fact check. Put me in my place.
Which one we playing next?
None. Because what I want to say is that it hurts, Valo. And you a younger guy, how do you feel your peers, purposely under 25, going through what they going through?
Honestly, it's kind of sad. You know, it's painful, you know, to see people. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, it's sad. It's actually really painful to see a lot of my peers go through a lot of different things, just dealing with death. You know, we still dealing with a pandemic of some sort, you know, and corrupt government. You know, it's just so much going on that we dealing with here, and it's like the first thing they ready to do is just lock us in cages, and it's like that's not going to be the solution. That's not ever going to be the answer.
I don't think. I don't. Bruh, it's sad because, man, it's women, it's grandmothers, it's aunts, it's uncles, it's kids, it's teenagers, it's men. And it don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, like every single day. You know, and people all over the globe go through this shit, but it's every single day that we wake up to this. I might play one of them others, because this is what we wake up to. This is what we wake up to. Every day.
Breaking news in Baltimore. Within the past 2 hours, a man shot and killed in South Baltimore. Hello, I'm Kelsey Kushner, and early this morning, police say 2 men were found shot in a car. The bullets left holes in the doors and sent the pair to the hospital. Detectives are now trying to piece together these separate shootings. And WJZ is live along Sedley Street, where the latest shooting happened. Christina Mendez spoke with the mayor about the latest string of shootings. Christina.
Hey, Kelsey, I'm going to start out here where we are at the scene of the shooting that left 1 man dead. Police did confirm that a 25-year-old was found shot in the head here, and once paramedics got to the scene, unfortunately, he did pass away. This, again, one of the latest string of shootings that happened this weekend alone. A strip of North Charles Street lined with live entertainment, clubs, and bars was roped off with crime scene tape and patrol cars overnight. A shot spotter alert sent Baltimore police here around 1 a.m.
We know that that's an area that has a lot of nightlife and things like that. We'll be providing updates as we get more information.
So far, police do say a car with bullet holes was seen driving away from this area. Officers were able to stop the driver about a mile away along St. Paul Street. Inside, officers say 2 men were found with gunshot wounds. The 21-year-old and 18-year-old were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The start of the weekend was on a violent note. A Johns Hopkins doctor was hospitalized after being shot in an attempted carjacking. Hopkins Medical says Dr. Madhu Subramanian is a trauma and acute care surgeon who was on his way to work Friday morning when it happened. He's now recovering at home. The woman you're about to hear from wants to remain anonymous out of fear for her safety after claiming to witness the crime on East 36th Street.
The gentleman that was driving, as I stated, the black Infiniti, stepped out in the middle of the street and opened fire and shot up, I know, 15 times at this vehicle.
Wow.
The police department is asking anyone with information about...
Wow. That's tough. You know what I mean? That's tough. That's tough right there. Hey, Valo, man, that was heartbreaking, man. Mix me in. Let me hear some shit from the heart, man.
Shoot it like Cabo, we open the gates. Niggas be bluffing the line, they say they want beef in the cut. I'm like, shorty, you late. And I'm in the cup with a stick, say I'm blind. A nigga gon' get it, bitch, ain't no debate. You know I got enemies showing that side. My circle be small, you niggas be fake. Niggas about to see a new side of me. Got 23 and stay on the side of me. We ain't double back, we gon' do a robbery. 100,000, I'ma go on the shop. It's a lot of niggas thinking that they on top of me. I was at the bottom, I was in poverty. Will I make it up? I mean, nigga, probably. I'm just hoping I can do this shit properly. I run up in the set, I gotta go get it. A couple shots, they going straight to his fitted. And if I said it, nigga know that I meant it. And if it's money, bitch, you know that I did it. I done did some things, I'ma admit it. He trying me, but he don't know I'm a ticket. I'm staying at the top, this ain't a visit. Yeah, try to come top, then we putting you on. You fucking with fire, we fucking with thunder. I'm going for Vegas, I'm coming like stunner. If you on the way, you get left in a gun. The Glock in my pocket, I'm coming like gunner. He put up like a rocket, he turned to a runner. He pull up on my block, they won't ever run us. Me and all my niggas, we on the come up. Like, bitch, I got money to meet. You in the way and I'm getting you beat. Never lying, I can't fuck with a sneak. Cook 'em up, and nigga cut like a step. When we coming up, watching me running up, booking the feature, you gotta be tough enough. Watch how I fuck it up, nigga, we dumbing up, cutting up. We at the top, they can't come with us. All the shit I gotta do, I ain't settling on the grind, non-stop, this shit never end. Praying to the Lord, 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 praying to the Lord.
We gon' get it, so smoke trying to be sunny, yeah. He gon' get himself smoke, trying to be sunny, yeah. 4 pockets full, this shit ain't from the bank. Real deal dealer, hand to hand in the paint. Didn't that was the picture I was trying to paint. I'm really having my way with distribution. I first met the block, struck it like I'm cute. You could never pull one on me. I'm not stupid. We love the young niggas like they foolish. We treat this bitch like a gauntlet. On the block hugging, I be stomping. Niggas hoes ain't harming. Shit this way, they better calm it down. I done did a lot of shit, still doing a lot of shit. I'm the same one. Get your brother, your cousin, and your mother hit. When it comes to my loved one, had no pit. The same one now first posted hugging real early. Addicted to posting on curves, call me Kirby. Running in circles like it is a dirt. Niggas hang cause I'm catching the perkies. I take anything if I want that before I go broke. This shit gon' go bad. Stepping on shit as if niggas was dope man. Step up to the line and you get a toe tag. I was never the one to let nothing slide. I was never the one to go running high. Niggas fabricate whole life a lie. Type niggas you saying who did it and what he in his holder when catch him doing, man. Stretch him for my can. My niggas sick. These niggas nobody know where have they been. Did a couple bits of spoken shit again.
ABM, all I know is get green, walk down on the niggas.
See, I get them racks, I get more and more, it's never enough, yeah. Want me to smash, I hit from the back, I fuck from the front, yeah. I still get them racks, I'm off for the trap, it's never enough, yeah. Goddamn, it feel good to walk in the mall and get what you want, yeah. We on a Saks Fifth, we shopping around, relaxing. Really be trafficking, make more than you get for a bag in, yeah. I get them back ends, I got it all up a trap in. I counted my blessings, turned out my loss to the last end, yeah. I get a pound, I put up the props and then I'ma do it again. Lately I really been up in my bag, I go on to Louis 10. You fucked in the past, but I really drag, cause now I be fucking a friend. You supposed in the block, but now that's my past, I'm sure me things in a hand. The block really made me, I swear it raised me since a little baby, yeah. My life was crazy, just in the cage, just pray that I make it here. I'm fresh out the cage, they watching my page, I drip on the daily, yeah. I'm fresh out the cage, they watching my page, I drip on the daily, yeah. I take a picture with all the drip, I'm swagging, I don't need a caption. This was a fits, and I smoke designer, we told them I like the high fashion. And I'm just trying to get through the madness. They stay out the streets, I got habits. I still get love from them addicts. And I do the shit for the trappers, yeah. See, I get them racks, I get more and more, it's never enough, yeah. Want me to smash, I hit from the back, I fuck from the front, yeah. I still get them racks, I'm off for the trap, it's never enough, yeah. Goddamn, it feel good to walk in the mall and get what you want, yeah. We on a Saks Fifth, we shopping around, relaxing. Really be trafficking, make more than you get for a bag in, yeah. I get them back ends, I got it all up a trap in. I counted my blessings, turned out my loss to the last end, yeah. Sitting thinking in that cell like I might go to prison. Heard about all my niggas gone, thank God for the ones still living. All this shit I'm going through, but I'm staying strong to finish. Different trials and tribulations, I'm staying real to the end. I got them racks, I ain't going back and forth with a nigga or a bitch, hell no, this ain't tennis. Whole lot of killers around me, and they really love my nigga, they don't give me no price, I send them. If you wanna talk money, you can look at the LP, know the kicks ain't cheap, 5 racks on tennis.
Yes. Yes, man. We back on the topic, man. Baltimore City, man. We back on the topic with the city, bro. The city. Did any of my people tap in on Scream, y'all? You know what I mean? I'm supposed to have my man supposed to pull up.
Nah, ain't nobody pull up.
You know what I mean? Somebody got to pull up. But, you know, our topic for the day is just talking about the conditions of our city, the conditions of Baltimore as it is. And I say, you know, I just wanted to play a little bit of music because, you know, the poster going around about the mayor. Let me see what the poster exactly say. Can you pull it up? Mike?
Which poster?
The one of the mayor. The one that everybody posting about the mayor. It's on goddamn walls and shit. You know what I mean? Don't ever think it ain't. Baltimore mayor, the poster. It's funny as hell, man, actually. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? Right there. You just pass it. Go up right there. That's it. No, down. Yep. That's what's going on. You got it pulled up? This is what's going on, man, in the city.
It's another guy, right?
Is it? No, that's the mayor.
It's two of them.
No, it's the mayor. And it's supposed to be city council president, I think, on there. But it's the mayor.
See right there on the right.
Oh, yeah. Both of them. That's Nick Mosby. That's Brandon Scott. And what they say about Nick Mosby, can you pull it all the way up? I ain't see that one about Nick. Like, it's not funny, man. Like, what is...
Hold on, I'm learning how to use the Apple joint. I got you.
Yeah. Just get that...
Trying to blow it up.
This is crazy, man. This is what's going on. Let me read the thing. What it say?
I can read it.
Read it.
What's happening here? The posters have been seen at bus stops, city intersections, and outside City Hall. So far this year, Baltimore has recorded 151 murders. This puts the city to exceed 300 homicides again for the year.
Wow. But the mayor and the city council president is on posters saying they missing. And I guess they saying they not doing shit. And, you know, I'm a fan of the Mosleys. Like, honestly, because, you know, it's a power couple. I was happy to see him get in office. I was even happy to see Brandon get in office. And I thought them getting in office, them being a younger Baltimore, purposely under the age of 50 years old, getting in the office, and I say they will see things more of the 50 and under crowd, which is all of us is in this room. This is the majority of us. And it's like, I'm not saying that the mayor's not doing his job. I'm not saying the city councilman not doing his job. I'm not saying the police commissioner not doing their job. But I'm saying when you on your campaign trail and you sell these dreams to a mass of people and you tell these people, I'm gonna have crime down in 1 year, or I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to when they vote, and then you get in office, the people kind of friendly. They want to start seeing show and prove on day one. But that's not logical. You know what I'm saying? That can't happen. But 180 days later, they want to see something. You know what I mean? That's any business or any partnership that you got. So
years and years of damage not gonna go away in just one day.
Exactly.
Like, it's
so
impossible.
It's impossible. So when you on a campaign trail, you can't make promises you can't keep. Because you got I don't personally vote, but you got fucking people that vote and really believe in everything that you're saying on the campaign trail. And when you misguide them, they, you know what I mean, they start doing shit like this, start rebelling against you and start putting you on, and it's embarrassing. They didn't do that to Kirk Smoke. They didn't do that to Mad Dew Burns. They didn't do that to Sheila. You know, they didn't do that to Captain Pooh. They doing this to a black, you know what I'm saying, young black guy, two young black guys, you know what I mean, from the urban community that made it to the, you know, the upper echelon, you know what I mean, and they just being crucified on what's going on. They not on the streets. Like, they not outside every day. You can't protect every corner in Baltimore City. You get what I'm saying? But the community got to come together and start having some type of conversation and some type of structure, because I don't say don't try to heal the world, just try to heal your community. If everybody just focus on their area and then, you know what I mean, kind of like police and govern the neighborhood out south, I feel like them people that's in office will really have a chance to really do their job, put the money back in the community, knock down some of these vacant houses, do some of this pest control, open these parks back up, open the dirt back up, get something for the youth, get help for the fathers and the mothers out here that's struggling, get addiction help, you know what I'm saying, more rehab centers, more vocational tech schools, more GED programs, more financial literacy. You know what I mean? I think, and when I heard these candidates running for office, they never speak of that. They speak of, I'm going to step up and have crime down. And then when you don't have crime down, this is what the news play. This is what the news play about you. This is what goes on in my city every day. And when you wake up in the morning, you get in your coffee, this is what goes on in Baltimore every fucking day. And it's like, it's not of a culture that's up there that's being crucified. It's our culture destroying our culture, and our culture crucifying our people in office, and then the people of other cultures go for the wipeout. It gotta hurt to be the mayor at night. It gotta hurt, and it's so embarrassing to be a young man out here striving, you know, for a beautiful city that just got a lot of damage and broken hearts and just no way out here. And I can't say it's jobs, because it's jobs out here, but some motherfuckers don't know how to fill out a job application. That's why I say, man, the key to success, and I never heard none of these people that's in office speak about this. They never get on the campaign trail and say, listen, I'm going to create, for number one, I'm going to educate the poor people. Once you educate the poor people, you give them opportunity. Once you create opportunity, doors, you know what I mean? Doors open up. And therefore, a man could take care of his daughter. A woman could take care of their kid. You know what I'm saying? You got women out here that's struggling that can't even get daycare vouchers. Nevertheless, fuck it. I remember back in the day, the daycare program we used to go to was in the rec. Everything was in the rec, structured in the rec. They not open no more. The pool's not open no more. You know what I mean? They bothering the squeegee kids trying to make $1, not trying to sell drugs. You know, one squeegee kid make it bad for the kids. It's just tragic. And I just say these people in office get in office, man, and they don't practice what they preach, and they bite off more than they can chew. You can't, you know, if I was running for mayor and I was on a campaign, my simple thing is I'm going to try. That's first and foremost. Let me get that straight out. I'm going to try. I can't promise you nothing because nothing promised to us but death. Nothing promises you guaranteed you're going to get this death. So at the end of the day, he can't promise nothing, man. And he bit off more than he could swallow. And now, you know, all types of people fucking with them people, man. They just want our city council office in downtown. They want that to be, they want to take the dark colors out of the crayon box. You get my drift? That means they want to take the dark colors out the crayon box.
So do you feel like city officials should be held accountable for making promises during their, you know, election stage?
I feel like it should be in 6 months. It should be a 6-month process. When you first get in office, you need to show and prove on something the first 6 months. You know what I mean? You need to show and prove the second 6 months. 18 months in, you know what I mean? You should have made at least a 20% difference. Because you only got 4 years in office. So the first, like when you got, it ain't like you get in office and you guaranteed to play this role for 10 years. You got 4 years before you reelected, and you got 2 years for primaries and shit. Start all over again. So that's all you got. The first 6 months to plant your feet. The second 6 months to make shit happen. The next 6 months to show that this happened. In 2 years, your ship should be running. You should be 40% in. Because that third year, you preparing for re-election. So you actually only got a good 30 months to work. Because the next 18 months, you campaigning. So when you get in the door, you got to set it off from day one. And you can't tell the people that's voting for those people. Because people, I don't vote. Because I just don't believe in them. For real, because nobody want my vote. Because everything they saying, I'm saying, man, that shit impossible. The fuck you want to stop murders in 1 year? Like, man, you bullshitting already. You get what I'm saying? Realistically, I believe that he could have got some recs open for this summer. I believe some of the pools could have been cleaned out. I believe some of them vacant houses could have been knocked off. Like I'm saying, you got to deal with shit that's realistically. Crime is only going to take for a higher police force to come in here, which is the federal, the state police, the National Guard. I mean, I don't want to see my people being beat up, battered, and bruised. But if I was the mayor, I got to do what I got to do, especially when I got a state's attorney that's being lingering and trying to help the community and not trying to overpopulate the correctional facility. But and you still got knuckleheads out here. And one thing that's for sure, if it ain't no law, it ain't no order. That's if you living in TV land, fairy land, gang land, politics, and then the Oval Office. If it's no law, it's no order. You get what I'm saying? And right now, they just feel like it's just no order out here. And you can't catch everybody to commit a crime. It's impossible. That's just things that don't happen. But I think the man bit off everything he could swallow. And these people, we're going to watch another clip. These people is crucifying them. And these are the people that we watch every day that crucify our culture every day because they never play the good news. And we just want to show y'all what goes on in Baltimore right here.
We got a lot of good news.
Yeah, on our platform.
Here it come.
This evening, the two
these are the people that got the
shootings
big
in
platform.
Baltimore
This is how they
yesterday.
feel about our
No
city.
arrests have been
This is
made
what
in
we see
either
every
one yet.
single day.
And in all, 10 people were shot in Baltimore yesterday alone, including a juvenile.
On North Rose Street, more than 60 shots were fired. Terrifying moments that certainly left many families shaken. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren, he has been on this story from the start.
No, that might not have been it.
I ain't played this. I played the grandmother and the 4 people shot over the weekend.
Live at the scene of that brazen daytime gunfire with new insight into what happened.
Every day.
Mike.
Rick, Denise, bullets were flying everywhere, and we've seen a police presence here on and off throughout the day. You can see some of the bullet holes in this BMW right on Rose Street. Now, we're told the man who lost his life was shot right behind that black SUV. We talked to some friends and family members who are heartbroken tonight.
Look at that, the grass not cut in the community.
So many shots were fired, more than 60 of them. You could barely see the pavement on North Rose Street, covered in a sea of yellow evidence markers Tuesday afternoon.
Why it didn't happen, I could just tell you
4 were shot here. Police identified the victim who died as 25-year-old Sean Cummings.
You know what I'm
and I
saying?
had to
God
sit here
bless
with
that
this
brother
man and watch
family.
this
I
man
don't know that brother, but
losing
dang.
his breath, not breathing. His last words was to me, man. Like I feel some type of way because That's somebody that I love.
Sean's friend told me about his final moments and says the victim's brother was also shot in the same incident. What did he say to you?
He just told me call the ambulance, and he couldn't say nothing else. He was just like, call the ambulance. What do you say when somebody that you love is gone? What can you say? You hurt, you mourn, you get through it, man, and you just hope things get better.
Just hours later in northwest Baltimore, 5 people were shot in another mass shooting. Leaders promised action to stop the violence many believe is out of control.
When we catch them, we have to make sure that those repeat offenders are not out committing more violent crime.
When is enough enough?
Enough is enough when we say, all right, that was the last shooting.
Activist Tyree Moorhead does not have much faith in the politicians.
It feels like they're not here. Like they don't live in these streets, these neighborhoods. They don't hear these shots.
In East Baltimore, many are scared. For months, the violence has not let up. Victims include a Safe Streets worker gunned down in a mass shooting just 2 blocks from where Sean was killed.
Ducking behind the cars or ducking underneath the cars, yeah. Because how bad it is.
What would you say to the mayor and the commissioner?
Mayor, please look out for our children and do something. Get on this and clean this mess up.
So much gunfire, you're looking at another bullet hole in the front of this car, and so much frustration. Police are still looking for tips in these cases, and our team coverage continues with Jessica Albert live also in this community where a vigil and rally is getting underway, and she spoke to one of the organizers. Jessica.
Shootout, fuck around, have a shootout. Hey, move out.
All my bitches get DJ Bobo in the building.
Cool out, baddies on me, boy.
Who out? Who out? And my drip something new out. Yes! Buy my bitch some new titties. Hey!
Send me, squeezing it till it empty.
Baltimore City hip hop, that's all we play.
Different bitch, 2 cities.
Bippy, on the scale with them digis.
Silly, I got high out them millies. Hey, spiffy, all my money coming crispy. Tip me, niggas die, no it's Tempies. No Wendy's, but nothing left in the Tempies. Drag her, look like her ass getting fatter. That ain't my bitch, you can have her. First I'm putting dick in our bladder, dick in our bladder, dick in our bladder, dick in our bladder, dick in our bladder.
All these diamonds I'm shining at night. VVS's they here with no light. 1500 my block and my price. Take the snake, I don't fuck with no mice. And I can't take a stack for a feature. Cause I spent a stack on my sneakers. And now I make more than my teachers. Rockin' Christians, they think that we preachers. I miss the sold out dates. I miss the rose bottle with Ace. I'm living fabulous, I'm not established. But I'm in Miami with matches and races. And I'm with the trappers, I'm with the scammers. They swipe a credit card straight in your face. Shorty a savage, know that he damaged. Hit with a 40 Glock straight in your face. Ayy. And I miss the guy what you need. Cut the track hook and came with 2 keys. Try to plug in, he threw me 2 peas. I want no pussy, get straight on your knees. I pay your bill, tell your boyfriend to leave. You get money ain't good that they won't let you breathe. On the proof of that shit, I just want you to see. It's a fact for a fact, you ain't fucking with me. I can try to sell my bitches. You can cash out, you can sell my bitch. You ain't getting no number, email my bitch. Ray start me an app, fully sell them bitches. We gon' sell they vids, we gon' sell they pictures. Need straight cash, I'm a salesman, nigga. All my girls got girlfriend niggas. If I ever get booked, got bells, man, nigga. Hey, I'm a shooter, I shoot it impressive. I'm with 2 niggas, Smith and Wesson. If I up it, I bust it, no guessing. Pop me a prick, it's gon' kill my affection. She don't wanna fuck me, I kick it like Tekken. Always in first, cause I hate being second. I'm right when I start rocking loose with my blessings. Need 20 bottles when I come in the section. All these diamonds I'm shining at night. VVS's they here with no light.
Yes. Yes. That's somebody Jake, man. He hot as a motherfucker. DJ Vado on the 1s and 2. Vado, there you go. You started working a little bit there, boy. Wasn't playing it, boy. Nah, I mean, so why, like, okay, now I gotta do this. Baltimore, this is our weekly. You know, we not gonna get too deep into hip hop. We not gonna get too deep in none. We just playing a little music. We kicking it. We saying, bruh, if you got any type of leadership in the community or you hold any weight in your neighborhood, man, talk to some of these people. And I understand some niggas can't be talked to. That's a fact. You just nothing you can do about it. But man, if you can give a word of encouragement before some shit about to go down, man, you know, it's all right to be like, shorty, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You could get away with it 10 times. It's just that one time that could wash you up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even with me, I always got caught up in the dumb shit. But the worst shit I ever did, I never got caught up, and I paid the most consequences for the smallest shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's just like, wow, like I'm throwing all this for that, but I did this before, and then it didn't turn out this way. You know what I'm saying? So what positive words would you have for the youth?
Man, best thing I can say for the youth is just, if you don't have no role models, just try to turn into one, you know, and be a solid one at that. You know, just try to be straight up with people. Just try to be 10 toes at all times, you know, and just try to just be real with yourself. Just be comfortable with being yourself. You know, just because we in a fucked up environment don't mean that you gotta be that type of person, you know? So that's what I would definitely lead the youth.
I humbly respect that. So what you got for us, man? Go ahead and rip that shit apart, man. Go just rip it apart with something, man. Just introduce, and this is the positive part. See, this is the gift and the curse. The gift and the curse. We all playing nothing but Baltimore music. And leave a comment. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. But bruh, this is all Baltimore City hip hop we playing. All Baltimore City hip hop. You know what I mean? It's too many artists we playing. Some of these artists you familiar with. Some of these artists you're not familiar with. But one thing for sure and two things for certain. They all from the fucking Baltimore City. DJ Valo.
I got it back today. Lady, been spending it all. I don't care what it costs. I'm ballin' like 2K. Don't tell me about what you had or what you been doing. Today is a new day. Don't ask me what I've been doing or who I've been screwing. This money my new day. Can't trust a bitch. I told her put her phone up. I got money. I don't need a loan up. Bitch, I been getting it. Fuck a corona. These niggas kids and I am a grown up. Holding my wrist and I'm putting a stone up.
Yes.
Niggas mad cause I went and blown up. She on my dick. So hey, bustin' no pounds, you smell the aroma. I ain't the hottest in town, them niggas is sleeping like that in the coma. I took a loss, but I bounced back like a boss. I got it the next day. Bitch got hand feeling like he a gold out here. She wrote him an essay. I really come from the bottom. This shit wasn't easy. Really got it, you better believe me. Can't be around a nigga if he greedy. Really got it, but I'm in my own lane. Can't see a hating nigga like I'm Stevie. Really started this shit from the ground up. Now you be seeing a nigga on your TV.
But I know what you just and I'm standing 10 toes like that, what you eating for? I'm ballin' way out of your budget, like what you waiting on, you know I'm going to stay. New year, a new level. All eyes know I can do better. Yeah, it's half a mile, I need a new sweater. Honey, my mind on a new level. How you clicking, I'm bluffing like together. Load this bitch up, I go after whoever. I hear shit, I ain't listening, get louder. Boy in the black, yeah, they gave me a gold medal. I ain't driving, I'm hotter than they ever. Walking in the club and them bitches be profiling. Free YB and I pay that on her body. Freedom top and I'm walking with Klein honey. In the bitch, we ain't worried about nobody. But bitch, they fools, we watching for paparazzi. Yeah, they chase me, they want me, then they got me. Spend 50 large to be outie. On the road and I'm pushing a big body. But with nobody, I don't feel nobody. On the road, yeah, my mind on a new level. Push your button and see what you do about it. On the gas, my mind on a new level. More money and then it bring more problems.
Sit on my chest that I need to let off. Why the fuck they keep bringing my name up? Man, these bum ass bitches and broke ass niggas out here really fucking the game up. Gotta watch the ones that you trust and you love, cause they be the ones that'll change up. Do homicide, put your brains up. If I let you be gangin', you change your name, then you ain't shit but a lame fuck. Paranoid, walk around with that thing tough. Gotta watch how you pull up on me with them sweaty tits. You gon' get that bitch banged up. All the rumors and a bitch, he ain't tough. Got sticks, got drums, name what? On the gram, they be bad as shit. Check they backgrounds, they be whole slut. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. It's a 22, douche. I shoot you. Fuck you. Hey, I ain't gon' play in this bitch. My little dummy got K's in this bitch. We gon' spray in this bitch. Spinning your block, letting our shots. Dummy dumping that little K out the whip. Bro, caught a body 2 times. I don't know about you, but I shoot mine. You said you slime, you lying. Speaking on Troy, you dying. Rather see your mother crying for mine. Had to cut the snakes off, I was blind. Every day I'm riding around with that iron. Lay back hood, nigga trying shine. Your bitch a penny, my bitch a dime. Don't cross the line, there's a lot on my mind. Told my little bitch don't be hitting my line. I'm in the booth while you calling me crying. All in my head trying to fuck out my rhyme. While we y'all in your bed with my dick in your spine. Ripping your hair, fucking your mind. Hitting it from the back, still toting that iron. Got some shit on my chin.
These all black trucks gonna pick a nigga up, cause it ain't nothing but a toe tag. I do anything to get my bro back, walk a nigga down, raw name ish. 3 grams in the blunt, tell him roll that. Pick a nigga up, knock him down with his bros at. My Cartiers and my ski mask, catch slow, what he down bad with them peas at. If we up the score, then it's gonna be that. And we everywhere them niggas be at. We ain't never hot, I know where we at. Post front line every day with the weed at. Folk down, we don't go when
this cross time. Stick with one nigga was waiting in the lunch line. I was broke with my dick, that was one time. Said I ain't never going back. Getting money, stay low, fuck one time. Try to stick with me, I ain't talking about the jump line. Try to switch it up, but they still gon' want mine. But they still gon' want mine. And now you young nigga in this bitch, all eyes on me, I got the lit in this bitch. But they don't know I got the stick in this bitch with the beam and the flash with a mix on my head. Every time that we drop is a hit, like a fame with a line if we drop in the fifth. White tees, I ain't talking about shirts, tell me what you gon' do if I give you the work. Put a bomb on your block, go berserk. All I need is your time, you ain't even got work. Stay down, I'ma win, come on first, got I straight out them up, but ain't thinking in dirt. They ain't gonna get back for your mans, I'ma slide for my dog, gotta watch all these niggas you call friends. As I got a little old, learn you gotta keep it told, be the close niggas to you, slamming you back door. But the time gon' show, sell on real, I be growing. We sending the packages all over. 4 lines, I done spilled in my soul. All this weight on my back, put the gang on my shoulders.
Let's go, Vado. Give me some new shit. Give me some hard shit. I know what? I want some OTR chairs. I want some OTR chairs. Where that chairs at? You got that chairs in there for me?
Of course I got that chair.
And then give me some Wani Sosa after that. And I will take a little bit of tone next to blow. That's the 3 things I want to hear in the mix. Let's go, man. Baltimore City hip hop, stand the fuck up.
Yeah, got plenty sticks, drum line. Ain't no rolling from the donut to the wheel sign. Adderall, I took 2 of mine. Promise I ain't mad at all. No, I get through, guys. Promise we gon' have it all. Oh, my whole crew shine. I get from broke to rich to the thin line.
Yeah, too fly, say it 2 times, yeah. And we do slide too sharp, just like 2 knives, yeah. Crew tight, do right, ain't no new guys, yeah. And if you try, yeah, your whole crew die.
I just kill it for my lazy flow. I'ma call that Mama Grady flow. I'm tryna ball for real. Might just get on this bitch with my baby flow. Too high, no lie, living in the sky. Yeah, it's too close to fall, it's a thin line.
Yeah, you are my dog, you like my style. Yeah, you fucking line, they fucking line. Yeah, you drop the dime, you cross the line. Yeah, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Yeah.
Love and hate, it's a thin line. Yeah, we dive in that water like it's swim time. Yeah, we got plenty sticks, drum line. Ain't no rolling from the donut to the wheel sign. Adderall, I took 2 of mine. Promise I ain't mad at all. No, I get blue guys. Promise we gon' have it all. Oh, my whole crew shine. I've been taking these drugs, I'm crushing the pain, and now I don't feel it no more. I don't need you around me, I'm good with the gang, and I couldn't feel it no more. My heart was down and I stood in the rain, we was trying to get a Rolls Royce, and I know just what I'm going for, even if I don't know what's going on. Pretty bitches, what they thongs on, and I know just what they want from me. Dumb bitches, he got blood money, hundreds, I got blood money. All my brothers, I got love for them. Clothes kept, I got drugs for them. There was snow on my toe when I stood at the store, I'm like I gotta get it all gone. Never quitting, I just keep going. Freaky bitch, she got deep though. Play the game like I got cheat codes. I'm way out, I feel like Nemo. I'm
so feeling on it. Get cash, stack 100 to $1 million, and I need my whip fast. Hit the whip, and this gon' give me whiplash. In my bag, that's a wonderful feeling on it. Get cash, stack 100 to $1 million, and I need my whip fast. Soon as I hit the gas, and that bitch give me whiplash. Or I'ma give it back, you know I gotta do the dash. Money keep calling. Fiends on my line, so I gotta keep ballin'. Plug taking long, so I gotta keep stallin'. I'ma hit another one, and he be good by the morning. In my bag, and that's a wonderful feeling on it. Get cash, stack 100 to $1 million, and I need my whip fast. Soon as I hit the gas, and that bitch give me whiplash. Or I'ma give it back, you know I gotta do the dash. Money keep calling. Fiends on my line, so I gotta keep ballin'. Plug taking long, so I gotta keep stallin'. I'ma hit another one, and he be good by the morning. In my bag, and that's a wonderful feeling. I ain't doing no chillin', cause I need a whole million. We gon' stack it to the ceiling, stack it like building. Shorty say I look good, but that money real appealing. We ain't going steady, baby, we just chillin'. Why you trippin'? If you knew you wasn't ready, why you trying to go on that mission? I'ma hold the pistol steady.
Baltimore City hip hop, everything played is from Baltimore, baby.
In the trap, running up rats, got my little nigga strapped. They running through past, and they gon' blow your shit back. So nigga relax, I just pop a perk back. I'm booted to the max.
ice, I just want my niggas back. 4-5 strap, when I make it to the top, no, I ain't never looking back unless I'm coming for my niggas. Gripping on that trigger, got a little money now, and I'm just trying to get rich. Damn, in my bag, and that's a wonderful feeling. No, I need to get cash, stack 100 to $1 million, and I need my whip fast. Soon as I hit the gas, and that bitch give me whiplash. Or I'ma
Let's go, Vado!
I gotta do the dash. Money keep calling, fiends on my line, so I gotta keep balling.
Young boss nigga, you know it. I be running up a check like Nike. I be
Yes.
riding that Gucci, man. Got me feeling like what? Yeah, nigga really so icy. Got chopstick in the glizzy. Got a whole drum in the Draco. I don't go no gym, I don't do no workouts. Boy, young nigga move weight though. Trap house booming like Metro. No ref, but I stay with the tech though. I done did a lot of dirt in my life already. I don't know what I keep getting blessed for.
Let's go, Izzy.
Trap house booming like Metro. No ref, but I stay with the tech though. I done did a lot of dirt in my life already. I don't know what I keep getting blessed for.
Yes,
Really so
God.
break squad. Got double G from my head to my feet. Hit up your girl with my dick hard. Price on my closet, it cost you a key. I really be flexing, they love it. Boy, I'm a boss, you a puppet. We really was killing the trap. Double the work when I cut it. Shine so hard, make the sun mad. Price too high, I don't want that. Fuck around, make a nigga front that. Change up my number, ain't getting shit back. He was talking too crazy, so fuck that. Ran off on him, now he hurting. Cut up that dope like a surgeon. Fiend kept snitching, so I had to get him out of there. Made it too strong on purpose.
Yes,
Look
Lord.
at me flexing, you cost me a lot, boy, I'm telling you. Get you some guap, what you better do. All of this trapping we doing, it really be crazy. We lucky we don't make it federal. Do the race on them, take K. Banana clip on my AK. Shoot up shit like I'm AZ. First of the month payday.
Yes, let's take a commercial break, man. Listen, if you're looking for your business, if you got a business, you got your LLC, and you coming up, man, check out this information right here, man, and tap in, man, and use, when you tap in with her, you do RDP code, man. Check this out, man. Jenny with the business.
Hey, it's Business with Jenny, your favorite business coach. I'm a business consultant and credit strategist. I help aspiring entrepreneurs scale their business to the next level and receive OPM. Yes, I said it. You're going to receive other people's money for your business to make your business a better business. You are going to receive this in the form of grants, loans, and business credit. So if you're watching this, it's no coincidence. Remember, it's always alignment. So stop thinking about starting that business and get started today. And stop using your personal money for your business and use business credit. Text the number right here to download my free business credit checklist today. Let's get credified.
Yes. Hey, if you want that business, with Jenny, man, tap in, man. You know what I'm saying? She actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good, bro. Some of the, even just that little teeny bit of information she gave you, it could work for you. It could work for you. So listen, man, listen. And if you got a podcast, if you got a radio station, if you got any type of business, man, and you want to do like a Taco Tuesday thing with a little bit of that new on the twist, check out this next entrepreneur right here. And the food is good as fuck. What you say, Wallo? I need to hear for Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Nola.
Well, I'm Kane, and this is
Cheeks.
And we from Cheeks Tacos and Rice, tacos with a Cajun twist. And we out here in the Baltimore area, bringing y'all the exclusive New Orleans special, man, a seafood boil and a taco. Instead of picking the seafood, it's your corn, your potatoes, everything in one bite, man, coming straight to you exclusively from Cheeks Tacos and Rice. And we right here.
You can reach us at 504-446-4712 or on the Instagram on NOLA_Cheeks. That's NOLA_CHEEKS.
Yeah, that's up.
Yes, best tacos. Well, which one of her tacos you like the most, Vado?
So many options. You know, I'm gonna keep it simple. I like to stick with the chicken tacos.
I like to stick with the chicken tacos. See, the one that she had with the shrimp, the rice, and that, they was banging. And she had this. Remember, she got us. She did the salmon. Yeah, I killed the rice too. Yeah. The rice is delicious too. When y'all hook up with her, you gotta get the rice. You gotta get the rice. The rice is just something special. And what else happened this week? We into Thursday. It be so much shit, and Kenny, was running late today, but it was so much shit going on this week. But again, man, this whole episode is about Baltimore City, man. How do we make our city better, man? How do we respect the youth? How do we get the job done? And we just was playing clips of the daily news and what we wake up. Now just show them a little bit of what we wake up to every morning. This is the shit that we wake up, and I hope somebody get the message out there. This is what we wake up to every fucking morning. And I'm a news watcher, from World News to Nightline to CNN. And then I do watch the local news channel because you want to keep up with the traffic, the weather, sports, or any positive shit. But every day, it's some bullshit on there, bro, and it's just right in our community, and I'm tired of it. And it was just a mass shooting somewhere else, right?
What that was that? That was like Texas, right?
Texas, I think. No, just recently today, I think.
Oh, today?
Yeah, it was like, I'm not going to say the day, but within the last 72 hours. If you watching this, hit that notification, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and hey, donate to the channel. Donate to the channel. The Cash App is right below. If you don't, you don't. We still appreciate you because one thing you did do was pay us with your eyes. And I feel like the eyes, the likes, the shares, the notifications, and the comment is worth more than you donating to the channel. So if you is watching this, man, subscribe to the channel, man, and leave a comment in the comment box, man. But this is what we wake up to every single day, man. And I just hope some people looking at this and be like, damn, this is what our city go through. But let's check it out.
2022 is starting off as a particularly deadly year in Baltimore, and to date, at least 32 people have been killed in the city.
One of those victims was James Blue, the husband of a city police officer. WJZ is live at City Police Headquarters. Rachel Menitoff reports on the violence in Baltimore. Rachel?
Lynn and Tim, the most recent victims, as you mentioned, the husband of a Baltimore police lieutenant, a woman who was delivering for DoorDash, and the devoted manager of La Scala restaurant. James E. Blue III was shot and killed Tuesday on Walker Avenue in Northeast Baltimore. Sources confirm that his wife is a lieutenant with Baltimore City Police, and the department is offering $4,000 for anyone with information about what happened. Mayor Brandon Scott addressed the senseless rash and violence, saying this needs to be a joint effort between both city and state.
We're going to have everybody understand that this is bigger than one person, this is bigger than one government. This is a disease that's been strangling in Baltimore for so long.
Also this week, 51-year-old Cheryl McCormack was killed dropping off a DoorDash delivery in North Baltimore. Just 2 hours earlier, Chesley Patterson, better known as Chesco by his friends, was killed on his way home from work. He was the general manager at La Scala Italian restaurant for 17 years. Hundreds of mourners held a vigil to remember a man they say was like family. And we'll have much more information about all three of these cases coming up later on tonight. If you have any information about any one of these cases, please call police or Metro Crime Stoppers. We're live outside police headquarters. I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.
Every day, when, you know, in the morning before you commute, this is the shit that we wake up to every day. And I just want the community to know, and my people that's watching, this is what we tolerate, and at some point, you got to be tired of this. I grew up in the streets. I'm not going to fake with you. I was in the streets down there 30 years of my life, and I was one of them ignorant motherfuckers coming up, like, until I went behind that door and I realized that cell locking, it doesn't open back up until it's supposed to. You can't shake it. And then in order to get out of jail, you got to learn how to read and write, and you got to learn the lingo. So you got to get in there and get educated to get out of that fucking hellhole. Yeah, and I was just thinking about something, right? If you guys will go look at it, it's a guy that brought a house in Virginia, and it was an old slave plantation, and he brought the house, and it traced back to his ancestors was actually slaves on this land that he owns. I forget, you know, I was watching 60 Minutes or something like that, Dateline or something, and the guy brought it, and he had all these type of people that study that shit. And they traced his like great grandmother back to that slave plantation. And slave houses used to just be a room that they threw them all in. And if you ever been locked up before, that's a bullpen. That's a dormitory. Just put everybody in there. You live how you want to live. But those slaves didn't have running water. They didn't have bathrooms. You know what I mean? It was no privacy. You had to sleep on top of each other. And they still cleaned it up and made it look good, just like you did a cell in jail. And just seeing that, and he was like, this is an old slave house, because I seen slave houses before, but I didn't get real interested in the slave house until I actually seen him like, yo, he had some Caucasians with him. He had a few people that was been studying it. He's like, yeah, this is actually the house where slaves used to live. And his great aunt, she's about 90 years old. She went to a house that was just a one room, bro, no kitchen, no nothing in it. And she was like, it's no bathroom in here. But we had to make the best out of it. And that was like grandma's house. You know what I mean? When I saw it, I was like, damn, it's a beautiful piece of land that he got. I don't know if I would have been able to stay there. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, maybe I would buy it, turn it into a museum, maybe a breakfast and bath.
I was about to say, that's a historical landmark.
It's a historical land. It's a beautiful piece of property, but I just think that the demons, I think demons are real. I think, you know what I mean? The myth of a property, like slave owners own that, so that grass you walk on is a lot of blood on that grass. You know what I'm saying? Slaves, our people was brutalized to be forced to work in those conditions and live in those conditions. Typically the same thing that happens in prison. You know, the guards gang up on you and beat the shit out you, and they lock you in a room you know that, like, they will hurt you. So you gotta get in compliance, and that's how it was. Or you gotta imagine being a slave and you gotta watch, knowing your wife just went in your house and he raped her. She just performing, you gotta hold her and caress her. So these men and women been through so much. So when you see the property, I'm like, that wouldn't be good for me. You know what I'm saying? That just wouldn't be good for me as a man. Like, I'd be like, yo, people want to go back and see what slaves went through and do the history that's beautiful. Let me try to salvage whatever I can and rebuild this place and turn it into something where people can visit and do memories and stuff like that. They even found graves. Like, there was little stones in the ground that been in there for over 100 years. He found it, so it's like restore the graves and, you know, just putting that, you know what I mean, whatever. And then, you know, back then it was so sad and hurtful that none of the slaves had names until they got out of slavery. Slaves didn't have names, so they just took on the names of the slave masters. Like, if there was the Jones lot, their name. My name is Benny Horse, whatever the slave. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, they fucked us over and we carry their names. Like, we don't even have our original names. You know what I mean? And it bothers me, but it's 2022. So, you know, like Jay-Z said in that meeting, let's not make this about kneeling. Let's not make this about slavery. Everybody knows the story. If they choose to act on it, they act on it, but we're not going to make that what that's about in 2022. But when you look in the history books, and if you're a person with conscience, you feel the pain of the slaves and the people that went before them. But, man, bomb me up, Valo. And listen, if you're looking at this, hit that notification button, hit that like button, drop a like, share, leave a comment, man. Donate to the channel. Fuck with us, man. And we didn't do nothing to bring down our city. We didn't do nothing to embarrass the mayor or the congressman, but we just, you know, it's called RawDope Podcast, and we got the rawest, dopest interviews on the planet. So we just speaking to the youth. We just speaking to the youth. We just speaking to our audience. We just speaking to the culture. We must do better. Here I am, a convicted convict. Next year, 2023, it makes 7 years without being convicted of a felony. So hopefully things will get more. But I've been over there before, so I feel like that I'm qualified to speak about it. And I just say, bro, we gotta do better. And like I said, some shit is happening out here is justifiable. Some shit that's happening out here is not justifiable. You get what I'm saying? But some shit, I feel like 50% of this shit could be worked out and talked out if people with a voice step up. And you know who I'm talking to. Some people got a voice in their hood, bro. Some you could pipe down. I know that I can. You know what I mean? I know that I can escalate some situations. Some shit is above my head, but some people will just give me that time to listen. Look, bro, shorty stupid, man. Like, you know, also, you can't tell a motherfucker to squash something and they end up being a victim. So it's a two-way street. You know that, Valo. It's a two-way street, sure. And it goes away. But motherfucker, some people got power in their neighborhoods, in their community, where they could stop a lot of things from being escalated because, you know what I mean, some of us hold, you know, in a community, hold a little bit of power, and people respect our come up, and people respect our fight and our vibe. But man, mix me the fuck up, Valo. Hey, listen, I want you to go in with my one of my Baltimore City favorite artists, man. Just go in for me and chop it up, man. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. RawDope Podcast on the road to 200 episodes, man. We 32 away, man, and we gonna keep on pushing, man.
I'm popping out with that shit on.
I got my queen I can slip on. Got that new Louis and Rick on. I'ma be there with Saks Fifth open. I hit the gas, see that bitch smoking. I'm from the trap, had to get motion. And I did me just to get noticed. I'm rocking plenty of good clothing. Got helmet Lang and I got Doshi. I got a lot of that shit on me. Got APs and we got rollies. This life that I live, we deserve trophies. Walk in my cup, pour 8 Kobe. Live a high life so you can't load me. I don't know what I should put on. I'm popping out with that shit on. I got some cash I can sit on. I had to hustle to get going. A marriage with patches and rips on. That's more than 100 my kid on. You know I deposit, you withdrawn. My bitch rocks Celine and I wrist glowing. Damn what you spend on that wrist on me. I probably spent like a brick on it. I got Chanel I can pull out. Gotta get clean and feel good out. That's probably like a half what I took out. Put that on my grill like a cookout. I be buying it all, I'm like what else? You had me up so heavy. How you want it and you won't even buy. I hate your kind so petty. I'm on that drink, I'm a sipper. And the cream soda is vicious. Turn it upside down, I mix it. I fuck around, give me a ticket. I ain't driving it slow, I'm getting high as no. Off-white with the white forces, I'm tying them no. You ain't getting this out of five. Millies in me now, I go skydiving. Two-tone bricky on me, you know how I got it. And you know who killed your man, you getting high about it. I done took a lot of losses, never cry about it. Millies in me, I'm going skydiving. Me falling off, no, I doubt it. For this block, I go for broke, you in the sky about it. And you know who killed your man, you getting high about it. You know how we came up hand in hand and raw. Dope boy, I'm mixing fit with the Manitou. Give it to them how I live, that's why they felt me. How to help people I know wouldn't help me. All these war wounds made me see these scars on me. When mama died, I was hurt, shit was hard on me. Got them buyouts on me, ain't no card on me. I can't call on none of y'all, but they can call on me. Azul and Wacky on to help me through my situation. This life is stressing nigga out, all this frustration. I done lost so many friends, I be like, fuck praying. But I'm one of God's favorite, and I'm just saying. Millies in me now, I go skydiving. Two-tone bricky on me, you know how I got it. And you know who killed your man, you getting high about it. I done took a lot of losses, never cry about it. Millies in me, I'm going skydiving. Me falling off, no, I doubt it. For this block, I go for broke, you in the sky about it. And you know who killed your man, you getting high about it.
Hey, I see you tryna rep the shit, but tell me is you gon' die by it. And I done seen the best of shit, but if it's worth my mind, I get mine.
Jumped in my DM and we fucked out the blue. I said I wasn't gon' hit, I wanted the truth. Your life is stressing you out, I swear. You got me eyeing you crazy, you got me buying shit, babe. Hold up, I got little baby on lock. I swear it's on tilt when I roll up. Blow a bag when I see you, make that ass clap like it's a no, yeah. Really talk my shit, and you know that you fuck with a soldier. Never tell him what I showed ya. You living that day, you better than that. And you know that I'm having a smack. That nigga see you out with me, that nigga gon' fuck around and have an asthma attack. I like to feel when I'm around you. You kept it real since I found you. Double C's, I'm a dripper, go deep when I hit it. And we still going round two. What you need, I'm a cash happy. I'm a G, baby, I got bad habits. She said that old nigga ain't nothing like me. That nigga a buster, a half savage. I told her ain't none of my business. You really talking to a nigga that's getting it. I'm not with the pillow talking on none of that. Don't talk to me about none of them niggas. That's cool. I'm from the gutter, but I ain't never gon' lose. I got on dough, she spent like a stack on these shoes. I'ma leave that pussy bruised, that's just what I do. You fucking with a trap nigga, I break the rules. That pussy wet, I feel like I jumped out a pool. You said you fuck with me and I swear you got me on you, baby. You got me buying shit crazy. Ooh, you jumped in my DM and we fucked out the blue. I said I wasn't gon' hit, I wanted the truth. Your life is stressing you out, I swear you got me on you crazy. You got me buying shit, babe. Buying shit, babe. Buying shit, babe. Buying shit, babe.
Yeah. Butterflies in your stomach when you see me come around. Post on the block with them demons, so it's still some things I can't talk about. Pulling all of your strings just to see if it's easy for you to start falling out. I don't know if it's me, but I'm stuck in the deep end and I just can't come back out. Tell me the place and I'm running around. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a star in the sky. Know it's me, I'm projecting my heart in the sky. I've been fighting depression and thoughts in my mind. Won't you see what I see with my heart in the sky? I've been feeding the streets since I started this. I don't want no relations, no arguments. Got a ghetto bitch work for the government. Only reason she know my whole government, cause I'm a ghost in the night. Creep through your block with a pole on my side. Turn to a savage, put holes in my ride. Shining bright with no light, she don't go when I slide. You said that your past got you so traumatized, cause the pressure pressure they wanted, we always apply. They like the flashes with no paparazzi. Sometimes I put my paranoid senses aside. Baby girl, I want a jet in a black car. I want it fast as a NASCAR. Heard them niggas still hating. I'ma keep putting my foot on their neck. I'm a star in the making. Got two cars, you like I'm like, which car we taking? I ride with the 40, you ride with the babe. You gotta abide all the rules that I'm making. Just trying to survive, but you driving me crazy. Butterflies in your stomach when you see me come around. Post on the block with them demons, so it's still some things I can't talk about. Pulling all of your strings just to see if it's easy for you to start falling out.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby. Give it to me like we on the islands, baby. Get it what I wanna call the finest, baby. Know that you the best, so you the finest, baby. Want it all, now ain't no deciding, baby. Open up them legends, let me dive in, baby. Play with that pussy like a violin, baby. I bet you scream my name as I slide in, baby. I know you like the way that we vibing. I know you feel it too, no hiding. That pussy real wet, water sliding. Got a nigga going all kinds of crazy. I'm like, who's that? I love you alone when you supposed to be alone. Like, who's that? Blowing up your social media and your phone. Like, who's that? Calling you, baby, and holding on your body. Just get him out the way, cause he ain't nobody. I'm going insane, you're not just anybody. I'm a 90s baby. Give it to me like we on the islands, baby. Get it what I wanna call it finest, baby. Know that you the best.
Good God Almighty, man. DJ Vilo, he a beast with it, man. That's all Baltimore City music, y'all. That's all Baltimore City hip hop, bro. Like nobody out the ordinary, man. Hey, listen, this is what's going on, man. This is what's going on right there. Go ahead, Mike, play it. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going
Baltimore's
on.
100th homicide of the year. Good evening. Thanks for watching and streaming WMAR 2 News at 6. I'm Mallory Sofaste in for Jamie Costello.
And I'm Kelly Swoop. A 61-year-old woman was found murdered in Northwest Baltimore yesterday. WMAR 2 News' Brittany Verner went back out to the neighborhood and she spoke with some of her loved ones today. Tragic.
Yeah, well, inside her apartment is where that woman was found. Now loved ones are left devastated after learning someone took her life.
Everybody loved her. She was a sweet person. So it's hard for me to accept that somebody killed her.
Tearful words from a close friend of the 61-year-old woman who was found murdered inside the Montverde apartments on Monday.
Yeah, she's been a friend for 13 years, over 13 years. It's been over 13 years that I've been knowing her.
Police say around 4:30 that day is when they found that 61-year-old inside her apartment with multiple signs of trauma to her body. Sidonia Betts says she used to talk to her friend daily.
Every day she called me, every day.
Betts says the last time she spoke with her friend was about a week ago when her friend called to console her after she lost another loved one.
Last week, she called me right after my husband passed. That Tuesday, she called me Tuesday to send her condolences to me.
Betts says she tried calling her friend back to inform her of her husband's funeral arrangements, only to find out her friend had been murdered.
I called her phone yesterday. I didn't get no answer. I never knew that she was gone.
Now she, like many others, are left heartbroken, wondering who would commit this evil crime to such a well-loved person.
I don't understand why they would hurt her. She's not that type of person where nobody would want to take her life. So it had to be a real evil person, and I hope he get caught. Or she, or whoever done it, I just hope they get caught. Because she didn't deserve it.
Now, in order to get into that building, you have to be let in by a resident. We've reached out to the facility's management to see if they wanted to comment, and we're still waiting to hear back. Homicide detectives.
Oh, I seen his mama cry when he died. Yeah. Oh my God, she started getting high. She was just trying to reach the sky. She missed our baby. Trapping around it, bitch, just like the 80s. It ain't joking around it, bitch, we never playing. Niggas getting smoked around it, bitch, like half a baby. On my block, I'm like the Pope around it, bitch, don't try to play me. When it's hot, they still be blowing around it, bitch, just like a AC. Bitch, I had my own gun, since I can afford it. I wonder if I still be here if I had never bought it. I always been that nigga, shit, I never had to force it. I was born in this, I never jumped off, we ain't had no porches anyway. Niggas spending any day, bikes, trucks, and vans, shit, niggas are spending anything. They heard the ops was outside, you know they spent through right away. They heard the cops was outside, them niggas still went anywhere, still went anywhere, still went anywhere, still went anywhere.
If you play, I'ma blow out your brain. Keep me on track and you hold up this train. I get too high, feel the drugs in my veins. I fuck with niggas, these niggas is lame. You cross me once and it's charged to the game. Fuck it, I think I don't want no relation. You don't comply, then become a replacement. Don't know the rest when you up in them vacants. Got hoes in the floor that go straight to the basement. When you in poverty, you be the pick of the lottery. Police might know who reside in me, want a monogamy, but I can't trust who beside of me. Bitches are fuck the camaraderie. Tell me the truth or you telling me lies. I can move on with a whole new disguise. I don't be knowing you know that you cry. Talking what's real, so hold on to your eyes. I got a test of the streets when it's hard, don't you leave, put that arguing shit to the side. I do a love for the peace, ran it up out the tree from the trap on a flight to Dubai. And I roll up a beer that pressure. And I smoke till I'm higher than NASA. And I came up giving them tests. We give them wins out the teachers like Tesla. Talking this shit, make them pay with aggression. Rock with a 50, no need for protection. I break the cell on the P in the section. Screw with the Phoenix, I booked it like that. And I might catch me a flight and go hop on the yacht. It might get hot, but it's ice in my watch. And there's so many niggas don't like what I got, but the niggas don't know what I like.
I had to X out the middle, man. And went straight to the plug. I give a dick, ain't no minute, man. Yeah. Little bitch show me love. I ain't gon' fuck with a fake ass nigga who said it's a net, yeah, it is what it was. I ain't got dick right a nigga for buzz. I had to run out them rats through the mud. I had to get on my shit and go pop my shit. Man, the way y'all selling these drugs. I ain't got figures so a nigga keep up. 1,200 DOs paid on my sneakers. I had to X out the middle, man. And went straight to the plug. I give a dick, ain't no minute, man. Yeah. Little bitch show me love. Got on my shit. Part my fly, got a whole lot of bad bitches all on my dick. Getting to the money looking like I sold a brick. Cartier in my wrist, got a young nigga lit. I been down so long, had to bounce back quick. Big glitz in my waist, that bitch got kicked. And I stay with my dog like a nigga Mike Vick. Quarterback my plays, I ain't got no picks. I get them in, get them out. I really trap every day, I don't care for the clout. We got them sticks like the South. We never off, we be on it, ain't never a drought. Really been down, I was hurting. I had to watch footy clown ass niggas just like the circus. I buy my bitch a new Birkin. I really grind for this shit cause I got me a purpose. Bro, he be down all the perkies. He getting doses and like he just know all the nurses. No 50, these niggas be Curtis. I get them racks and I splurge them. Dios niggas different versions. Yeah, I get the bread with the gang, yeah, I'ma split that. Yeah, you know who took your shit, go get your shit back. Yeah, the day you said fuck me, couldn't forget that. I fuck the shit, I know you meant that. Get the bread with the gang, yeah, I'm gon' split that. Yeah, you know who took your shit, go get your shit back. Yeah, the day you said fuck me, couldn't forget that. Damn, I really thought I know you meant that. Yeah, 2016 was really robbing shit. I wasn't worried about nobody trying to start some shit. We been trapping or rapping, yeah, we just started this. Yeah, setting with the talk, ain't trying to politic. And if we get out of line, we get that poppin' shit. And yeah, before the game, yeah, I was watching it. I don't want a couple of things, I want a lot of shit. I felt like Chino on a bike, how I be riding shit. Yeah, the day you said fuck me, I know you meant that. But it's okay, yeah, you gon' resent that. Yeah, they gon' forget that. But yeah, I'ma get my get it back. Get the bread with the gang, yeah, I'm gon' split that. Yeah, you took your shit, go get your shit back. Yeah, the day you said fuck me, couldn't forget.
I just did a dude, easy nigga, I ain't got flex. How the fuck you ballin', you ain't even gotta watch yet. Think I'm an addict, I gotta have it, I'm getting racks, I really be dragging. I'm spending thousands, I wear Mary D, not the same, no, they got different patches. I got a 40 piece under the mattress, I got a loading, but I gotta bag it. I got a glitter, this bitch got a ladder, got that shit on me, designer and match it, yeah. This new money, not no old bread. Niggas be rapping and capping, they act like they trapping, but ain't getting no bread. Young nigga pockets on swole, still toting that potent, be some loaded. Young nigga pockets on swole, still toting that potent, be some loaded. Young body racks on the voice of the trap. Hop in the booth, spit the paint on the track. Gucci my socks in the back, match the hat. I run the city, got it on my back. Come up for nothing, I cannot go back. We got AR, Glock, and a Mac. Niggas be rapping, don't do it like rap. Came up for nothing, so niggas will crack. I used to sell dimes, they know I ain't lying. Now I sell for pounds and I'm making the dime. All these lines, they straight up my mind. I bought me a roller, I'm freezing the time. Woo, it was awful. Dummy said that awful. Woo, you gon' rob who? We gon' have the awful. You might hear my phone ring, get my song, cause sales be calling. I'm deep in that water, my wrist flooded like New Orleans. I can't do no falling, no fraudin'. I got used to ballin'. Got shit for the 30, stood on all 10. My flow is so saucy, so wavy, so flossy. She wanna get this hardy, wanna ride me like a Harley.
Yes! DJ Valo in the fucking building, man. Kenny Faso just stepped in the building, man.
What up?
You know what I mean? We about to be out the building. And once again, man, you know, this RawDope Podcast, weekly news, man. We just wanted to reach out to the hometown, bro. Like, we ain't throwing nobody under the bus. We not trying to disrespect nobody, but My message to, the people that run for office is that, man, don't sell an illusion, man. You know what I'm saying? Deal with facts, not fiction, because the people going to hold you accountable for that. If you say you about this and this don't happen, you don't have the time. This is what I'm saying. You only have 4 years in office, so you don't have the time to make a huge difference. We know that. Some things is a 10-year process, 5-year process, or whatever. You know what I mean? But you can make a difference in the 4 years. You know what I mean? That's who we like. That's what I'll be wanting to hear from that. That's a candidate that make me vote if somebody to say, man, I can't do that. How the hell am I going to do that in 4 years? Speak realistically, but it's some things that could have been done, and I think the mayor is still on the good things, man. And just, again, shout out to him. Shout out to the councilman. Shout out to everybody that's in that office. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, man, make the U-turn, man. Y'all got to stop making y'all 6-figure checks and you're over $70,000 a year, and you gotta put on some New Balance, man, and some joggers and a white T-shirt, and get out here and talk to your people. You go in some of these vacant houses, man. Like, people are having problems with living somewhere where a vacant house been there for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. There's just so much shit get overlooked. And I say that for real. Like, I just be like, so much shit get overlooked, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. But like I said, I'm not in that field. All I do is I'm just the messenger for the messengers. You know what I mean? I just, all my shit is opinions. You get what I'm saying? But if I ever ran for office or some type of, district congressman or anything, I would really, really, really take in consideration the people. And I'm not making promises I can't keep, and I'm not biting off more than I can chew. That's not happening. You know what I mean? That's neither here or there. But, man, hey, listen, man, what's up, Kenny? Golden State lost again?
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, pretty much. They're going to lose again tomorrow, right?
No, I don't think so.
They play Friday, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a back-and-forth series.
No, they beat them once in Golden State, and they beat them once in Boston. And Golden State only won one time in Golden State. They beat them again in Boston, then, that's 3-1. They liable to win again in Golden State, and they knock them off in Golden State. I say Boston taking a 6. Boston taking a 6. I should hope they taking a 6, because you definitely don't want them to you don't want Steph to get the, you know what I mean? You don't want them to get the, you don't want that chemistry to get to work. You know what I mean?
I'm a Hawk. I want to see 7 games just because it ain't no more basketball after this.
We wanted to
give me
end,
7
man.
of them.
Nah, it's baseball time.
Fuck baseball.
What do you mean fuck baseball? Like, man, I ain't seen a man all day. This shit is phony, but I ain't seen a man all day and he's saying fuck baseball.
Don't nobody really be fucking with baseball like that no more.
I love baseball, bro.
Nigga liked to play it when we was kids.
No,
Nobody watch no baseball.
I watch baseball, bro, and I listen to it on the radio.
Who's the best pitcher in baseball right now?
Me, I like the Orioles.
Oh, Lord. We know you don't watch much baseball.
No,
They've been trash.
No, Orioles on all right this year. No, man, I'm an Orioles fan. And I like the Yankees. You know what I mean? When I'm in that mood, but I don't know the best pitcher, but I watch the Orioles. I listen to the Orioles. And it's on the tip of my tongue, actually. You know what I mean? It's on the tip of my tongue. But, that's here. That's another episode. We can argue about the Orioles. You know what I mean? And baseball. But baseball is a great sport. You have to actually watch baseball live. It's not as boring. It's not boring to me at all, but it's not as long as it is when you see the game at the stadium versus watching it on TV.
I disagree.
No, it's
not. That shit was long as a bitch. I was in that stadium. I felt like we was never going to
But I did have the privilege of going to Fenway Park and watching the Yankees play the Red Sox. So I got a Fenway Park.
That's a big rivalry game too. So
big rivalry. And Johnny Dang had just left Boston to go to New York, and they was out there. Johnny sucks. Johnny sucks. And it was a big fight. And people from Boston told us we should leave before the game was over. So we left at like the bottom of the 7th. True story.
Damn, they told y'all to leave?
Yeah. A couple cool guys like, man, I think y'all should leave. Cause one of the guys in Boston smacked my Chinese homeboy hat off. He had a Yankee hat on. So that it let you know how it was going. You know what I mean? And they was like, I think the Yankees won. And Johnny Dang betrayed them, and that was it. And you know what I mean? But it was fun. Fenway Park, we got into a little altercation, and we was stormed. Because when you came in there, it was like opening season, maybe like 3-4 games in the season. And they was playing the Yankees, and they gave all these Boston Red Sox, because it was still kind of chilly out. It's April game. And they gave us all these Boston Red Sox, a little cover. So just imagine, I got a Yankee hat on with a Boston Red Sox towel, whatever they was giving. They was giving out so much shit that day. And they didn't appreciate the New York hats. And then I had to realize, because I'm not from New York or Boston, that they had big rivalries. So it's like, you know, I'm going to wear my Pittsburgh hat. Nobody's going to slap it off. But this is like wearing a Pittsburgh hat and with all the Ravens.
And what if they do slap it off like they did your Chinese? Yeah,
I'm going to retaliate.
Your man ain't go for bed?
Yeah, we went for, come on, man. I was about 24 then. You know we went for bed. So the man told us go ahead and leave. You know what I mean? Y'all did the most. Now go ahead. Get out of here. Yeah, you know, we went for bad. He didn't go for bad. His hat was flying out the bleachers. I don't fuck with that coon now, but his hat was flying out the bleachers, and me and my man was leaping over the bleachers to get the person to slap his hat off. But he didn't want to do nothing. He was like, man, what the fuck, man? Because they kept picking on him. Because we kind of like, it was like the second or third game. Like I said, it was no further than 5 games into the season. But we was kind of like sitting apart from each other. Like a couple of us was right here, a couple of us was all the way down there. He was kind of like right there by himself because we couldn't get tickets all together. And the dude just was, because they kept playing with him. Every time something phony happened, you know how them Caucasians get. Everything the Red Sox do, man. If they're a foul ball, they screaming. And the last thing, I think the dude hit a fly, hit one and hit the goddamn wall. And they smacked that. They smacked the shit out Shorty had. He was like a slick 2 Chinese boy at the head, slick or whatever. And they go, bah! Then they stomped it too after we was getting put out. Yup, we got put out actually. No, we was leaving, but I think like the security was like watching our back because they knew the Yankees was up. It was a little game too. It was like 2-0. The bottom of the 7, top of the 7. I think the Yankees smacked one because Fenway Park to me is pretty small. It's nothing like Camden Yards. And that's, you know what I mean? But that's my New York, Boston experience. It was a great experience. I love baseball, man. Shout out to the Orioles, man. We looking good. But listen, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Episode 168, Kenny Faso in the building, DJ Valo in the building, Digital Empath Mike in the building. Shout out to Lee, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Subscribe to our channel, man. Drop a like, leave a notification. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RawDope Podcast.